Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a Thursday afternoon episode of Ted's Cellar, the premier alcohol review show here on YouTube with me, your most gracious host Ted. I was just thinking of something actually. I've got a Poco X3 phone, and some people have commented in the past that obviously when I show off a drinks can, you know, the text isn't the right way around. So if anyone can point me in the right direction of how to actually get it so the camera shows like the design and the wording of the can the right way round, then, you know, that would be great. But without further ado, today's beer is going to be from our old friends at Tiny Rebel. Now, as far as I'm aware, but after looking on my YouTube channel, I've reviewed only 12 drinks from these guys in the past. They do a lot of different beers, but quite frankly, I thought I'd reviewed more of their drinks. Although then again, they do bring out a new one every once in a while, so maybe I'm just behind the loop, I suppose. But today we're going to be taking a look at Tiny Rebel's new IPA, the 505, or well, just 505 really. It's, as far as I can tell on their website, it's a hazy, tropical mango citrus type of IPA. Tiny Rebel do a few different types of IPAs. I know they've got ones that have got slight hints of like dry papaya, some that are a bit more mango-y, some that are a little bit more citrusy, but I feel like this could be good because they've said it's mango and citrus, and it's a little bit tropical and hazy. I feel like those are generally the types of IPAs that I tend to like the most, ones that are sort of a bit mango-y and sort of taste a bit like a juicy pale ale as well. So I'm interested to see what this is like. And it says on their website, tropical on the nose with bags of passion fruit, mango, coconut, all coming from the hop build at 6.2% ABV. It's not a session beer, but it is a beautiful sipper. Now, this particular number on Tiny Rebel's website, and also Sainsbury's as well, is £3.50 for one can. Alternatively, on Tiny Rebel's website, you can also get it in packs of 4, 12, 24, 48, or if you're an absolute nutcase, 192. 192 cans. 192 cans. They've got an offer at the moment that saves you £183, and that would bring it down to £505. So if you want 192 pints of this very attractive looking IPA, go ahead. But first of all, I will say that the design of the can is really nice. Sort of the rainbow sort of... you know what it kind of gives me the impression of? The rainbow sort of design here gives me the reminder of like rotoscope style cartoons where you've got like overlaying colours like trapped on top of each other. I really like the design, and like against that simple cream background, it really stands out. So this is definitely one that picks on the eyes a bit. It really draws you in. But yeah, good design of the can, I think. Really, really nice. I'll give it a good solid 9.5 out of 10. There's just a little bit of extra detail that I think could really bring it together, but very handsome. Yeah, I like it. But let's have a quick snifter of it and see what our first impressions are like. Ooh, ooh, that's got a good nose. A very strong nose, though. I mean, strong in a good way, though, I must say. A lot of mango. Tiny after smell of passion fruit. Oh, that's really nice, actually. That's got a lovely nose. Oh, that does smell good. It honestly just smells like sort of a mango-y, passion fruity IPA. And that's all it smells like, but it's got a really just simple, really fruity, refreshing nose there. Doesn't linger too much in the back of the nostrils, sort of like just sort of floats in and then sort of like simmers out. Really smells good, so I'll give that nose a solid 10 out of 10. That smells really nice. But as always, we'll have a quick palate cleanser of water. And then on to the most important part of the video, which is to see what this sucker tastes like. First, I think we'd best pour it into the old Guinness half-pint glass. It's got, oh yeah, I can see what they meant with the haziness there. It's a very, very muddled-looking colour, but I like the look of it though. So, yeah, very nice. But anyway, on to the most important part of the video, which is to see what this sucker tastes like. So, to everyone at home, bottoms up. Texture's a bit heavy, but not in a way that I've complained about in the past where it's a bit too muddled and it sort of fuzzies up the flavour. More so that it kind of lends itself into what they were saying about this, in that it's more of a sipping beer. You can't really knock this back. So the heavy, hazy texture, while it has brought down some beers in the past, in my opinion, yeah, actually here it actually helps it really more than anything. It's sort of like, it sort of lends itself to that sort of very vibrant, tropical, fruity flavour, and it means that it does kind of lend itself to just being something you sip a little bit of at a time. Something in the aftertaste I'm not entirely sure about. There's this slight harshness in the aftertaste, but it's not so bad if you just sip it regularly. I feel like if you would chug this, that slight over bitterness in the aftertaste would probably overpower your senses and probably spoil the flavour a little bit. But as far as IPAs go, this is a really nice one. There are IPAs that are slightly easier to digest and go down, but generally speaking, this is still a very smooth and pleasant drinking experience. And that slight bitterness at the end doesn't really like ruin it. It just only brings it down like a couple of pegs, I suppose. But you've got this overarching flavour of like mango with this slight through line of like very kind of like almost bitter passion fruit, and then there's not much coconut in there. I mean, there's a wee little tint of it at the end, but not much. But the main overarching flavour is this like mango-y juiciness with like slight bitter passion fruit through line, and then like a tiny little garnishy tint of coconut at the end. So generally speaking, the flavour is really nice. It's all flavours that traditionally mix together really well, and they've been mixed together here really well. Despite the fact that, you know, the aftertaste is a little bit harsh, a little bit overly bitter, and I could imagine probably might turn some people off. Generally speaking, the flavour throughout is pretty spectacular. It does lean itself more towards a sipping beer, as does the slightly heavily bodied texture. So I wouldn't sort of chug this down at all. This is definitely one that you just sip a little bit. You have only like, I'd say a couple of cans, and then you just sip it a bit while you're having like pre-drinks, or you're just doing some video gaming or something like that. I think it's a really nice relaxation beer, but it's definitely not one that you knock back. You just take your time to enjoy it. But I'll probably give it a good 8 out of 10. It's good. There's just a couple of aspects about it I think could be improved. The coconut could be implemented into the flavour at the end a little bit better, and the aftertaste is a little bit bitter. But generally speaking, it is a really nice beer. Probably not a first time IPA drinker's beer, but definitely like one that you have after you've tried at least 2 or 3 different IPAs. It is really nice. Yeah, I like this. Good solid 8 out of 10, I think. But if you guys liked anything in this video, or you agree or disagree with anything I said, or you have any suggestions for future episodes of Ted's Booze Cellar, let me know in the comments section down below. If you like this video in general, do leave a like, share and subscribe. And if you want to check out anything else I do online, I'll leave the links to that in the video description down below. But until next time, have fun, stay safe whatever you're doing, don't do anything I wouldn't do, wash your hands, drink responsibly, know your limits, and I'll see you guys at the bar next time on Ted's Booze Cellar. Bye bye for now.